Let's bring in Eamon Javers for some more reaction. And Eamon, he did underscore the notion that he talked about last week in terms of there not being a risk-free path and also the Fed's stance on tariffs being sort of an isolated event.
Yeah, that's right, Melissa. He called it a challenging task for the Fed to deal with both inflation and unemployment, which are both going in the wrong direction potentially right now simultaneously. And so how do you deal with that as the Federal Reserve Chair? But some of the policy analysts who watch the Fed very closely are already out with notes saying that there's not much here that's new that we didn't hear in the press conference last week. You know, Melissa, I was struck by a couple of things in the Q&A portion of this conference. One is this extensive conversation about AI. So much of the market now focused on these massive investments that we're seeing in AI. And Powell here sort of revealing his thoughts about AI and saying that he's not willing to say that it's going to be a totally world-transforming revolutionary technology. He said it's very early days at this point. He did sort of align himself a little bit with the techno-optimists who are saying, you know, look, as AI destroys jobs, of course, it's going to create new categories of jobs that we can't even imagine right now. So that's something to watch for. But he sort of ended up as an agnostic on AI and its impact on the labor market, saying, I don't think we know yet. We're going to have to see how this evolves. He did say that the job creation has dropped really sharply. He said he thinks that's in part due to policy uncertainty, perhaps around tariffs, but also this effect that we're seeing among young people coming out of school that may be impacted by AI. He said he called this, Melissa, a low-fire, low-hire economy, which I thought was interesting.